New card, PogChamp. We got the Malice Queen, the White Binder. Oh my god, here they come. 23 attack, top, left, right, 2+ monsters, including a Malice. You can only use first, second, and third effect of this name once per turn. I'm going to go out on a limb here and say this card is broken. It's got 3 relevant effects that are all hard once per turn. Chances are this card's busted, yes? This card is special, target up to 3 cards of the grave, banish them. Oh, damn, okay, cool. I think there's a quick play way to link summon in this deck, right? So you can also use it as DD Crow on your opponent's turn, most likely. During your main phase, set a Malice from deck. Okay, cool. And I'm pretty sure all the Malice traps can be used immediately that turn, yes? And if it gets banished, you can pay 9 special and draw. Oh my god, this deck is insane. Dude, I can't believe that I saw some people saying that this deck is mid and isn't very good, but this thing is absolutely ludicrous. This deck is ridiculous. It's a cyber spam deck with basically no restrictions or downside. It doesn't lock you into anything. You can set the trap cards and make your guys all dodge hand traps. It's ridiculous. It's so mid. Why is it so mid? Why is it so mid? I'm not even going to bother asking. You're wrong. Just wait and see. Just wait and see. This deck is going to be a meta deck. This will absolutely be a meta deck. Next card, I had a quick read of it as soon as it dropped because the ban list was supposed to come out yesterday. Instead of the ban list, we didn't get the ban list yesterday on twitter.com/Yu-Gi-Oh! TCG. They didn't give us a ban list. Instead, they gave us a reveal of a new Mimighoul card instead of a ban list. So let's have a read at this again. So this is Mimighoul Charm. It's a continuous spell once per chain during the main. If a Mimighoul monster your opponent controls is flipped face up, randomly choose a face down in your opponent's extra. If it's a monster that can be special, it's special. Otherwise, and it can activate its effect. If it wasn't or couldn't be special because, you know, it doesn't ignore the summoning conditions, you can banish it instead as a unicorn. And it's twice per turn. So they made it once per chain, but then made it a hard twice per turn. Anyway, so TLDR, this card is absolutely dog shit. It is completely unplayable. There's, I think, what, like, supposed to be like 5 or 6 other Mimighoul cards coming out in Rage of the Abyss. So if for somehow, some way, those other cards are so broken and good to the point that they allow Mimighoul to be, like, amazing, then this could be perhaps a one-of. 6 more cards? Jesus, wow. I mean, there's room for potential, to be fair. Although, then again, look at Ascent. 14 cards and the deck is garbage. So unfortunate. Honestly, genuinely tragic. So you never know. You never know. But yeah, if the 6 other Mimighoul cards are, like, actually just all circulars and double helixes, then I suppose this could be a one-of. But even then, just think about why this is terrible, okay? This is really bad because it doesn't do anything, okay? You draw this, tell me what you do with this card. It does nothing. You can't just activate it and start doing things with it. It does nothing, okay? Those are usually the hallmarks of really bad Yu-Gi-Oh cards. It doesn't start your engine. It doesn't extend. It doesn't protect your plays. It does nothing. It literally does nothing. And even in terms of disruption, it doesn't even disrupt your opponent. Unless you have your full combo, you do your full setup, then you get to flip a Mimighoul, which means, by the way, if you've reached that point, congratulations, well done. Your Mimighoul deck is somehow functioning and working in a format of where we are today, okay? Cool. So let's say you do get to that perfect hypothetical point where you have played your 2-3 card combo with Mimighouls. You do eventually get to flip a Mimighoul in your opponent's turn with this card face up. What is the payoff? What actually is the payoff for getting to do all of that? You get to randomly choose a face down from the extra deck and banish or summon it to your field. It can't use its effects. It doesn't do anything on your field. It doesn't really have any synergy unless it's, I don't know, you randomly summon Dragoon from your opponent's extra deck, or you get lucky and you rip something that they actually really needed to get in that exact situation, like a Zeus or something. That's like, just think about how many conditions I just listed and steps and procedures through the flowchart diagram of a typical Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel and ask yourself, how often is that going to occur? This is how you analyze cards. This is how you discover and find out if a Yu-Gi-Oh! Card is good or not. This is a bad Yu-Gi-Oh! Card. This is just not good for all of the reasons I explained. It might be able to be played as a one-of, like I said, if the other 6 cards are absolutely turbo fucked and insane. But let's be real, it's probably unlikely if an Ashen is anything to go by. So yeah, this is legitimately the only good argument. Unironically, this is the only good argument for why this is a good card. But it's funny. That's it. Which, fair enough. Absolutely. Go ahead. If you want to play a card because it's funny, that's true. That's fine. Respect. Honestly, that's legit. Like, no one needs to fully optimize their decks and stuff like that. You don't need to play Yu-Gi-Oh! That way. But if it's funny enough for you to play it, then sure, absolutely. Maybe you'll randomly sack a card out of their extra deck like a princess and they can't extend, etc., etc. And then you've locked yourself, but you know. So yeah, it's... You basically, whenever you see a new card for your deck or anything like that, like a couple of like very basic tips for how you analyze a card is just like, what does it practically do when you draw it? How many situations are very common in Yu-Gi-Oh? You get hand trapped. You're going second. These are the things to think about. And then you read the card and you think, okay, so how does that card help me in the situations that I just described? How does this help me if I get Veilered on my normal summon? How does this help me if I'm going second and my opponent has 3 disruptions? How does this help me if my opponent lets me start and I'm going first and I've bricked, right? Does this contribute to like actually playing the game? It doesn't in any of the examples I just gave. It is monumentally unplayable. It's funny. It's kind of cool in the lore and the theme because, you know, it's Mimighouls, right? Mimics, they're supposed to be like little dungeon crawlers that go through like treasure hunting and then, boop, oh, here's something out of my opponent's extra deck. That's cool thematically, but it's unplayable. So that's... Yeah, that's just unplayable. I mean, there's no way anyone in the comment section... Oh no, that's a cushion box. People will not be normal about her. That's broken. Way too broken. Not really. It's a win more card. That's the best way to describe it, win more. There's no way this person thinks this, right? Like, you don't just say something outlandishly incorrect like this without putting your phone on vibrate and then shoving it up your ass and going, me when I spread misinformation on the internet. Ooh! Right? Like that. There's no way you actually think this. If it wasn't a monster, suspicious, nutritious. Wait. Are they making love in that chest? All right, let's move on. All right, cool, awesome. All right, I think we're done with the comment section.